Hey, this is Clint Peterson, and for some reason you're checking out my Let's Do This part. Filmed it with Jason Hernandez, mostly around LA and Australia and some other places I can't really remember. I had known Daniel and Jason, and Jason's super fun to film with because anything you do looks amazing. So I would always want to film stuff with him, but he was always so busy. And then one time we were all like skating at the courthouse in LA, I think Daniel might have been there. And I was like, let's just jam down the street real quick. I want to ollie these stairs and then wally over this Jersey barrier. We filmed that like pretty quick. A few days later, he was kind of figuring out who was going to be in the next TransWorld video, and he asked me, think you could film a part in a year? And I was like, bro, with you, we got this. Having a good, brain to skate interesting spots to me is half the deal, more than half the deal. I think finding your spot, getting your move on it. People do it super well, or people don't think about it, or whatever. I kind of rode down with Brian Brown on those tours because he was also in the video and always trying to film like an 18-minute line or something. So I would be, standing out in the street with like a vest that Jason would have, like trying to make sure traffic didn't run over Brian Brown's switch flips. Favorite place to film for that part was just around downtown because it was the easiest for me. All right, there's a trick in my part. It's at night. It's towards the end. It's gap to back lip. That's like right down the street from my house. At the time, that was like a new spot. And I had kept trying it during the day, and I just couldn't do it. And then Jason was like, tonight, we're doing it. It's coming close to the deadline. You got to get this. I was like, bro, there's a party at my house going down right now. I was planning on tearing it up. He's like, no, we're going to get this trick. I meet him at the spot. It's literally like 3 blocks from my house. I hadn't skated all day, and it was just like one of those magical times where he lit it up, and I had the motivation, like, God, I want to get this over quick, please, so I can just go party with my friends. And I remember it taking a minute, but then getting it and just being so excited. Jason, yes, you filmed it so good, perfect. And I remember that being a great night, and that was one of the things I remember about filming that video part. That trick was, sometimes it happens like that, and you're like, thank you. Yeah, it was an honor to have a part in a TransWorld video, and stoked on it to this day. All right, we're doing this. That was where the magic happened. That was my warehouse downtown, and that's actually Sippy coming to the door, who's my current wood shop buddy, and making my name out of bottle caps. Pretty dorky. I always wanted to do a time lapse for some reason with Jason, and he was always down. We would figure it out. I think I was drinking tea at the time. I don't know, pulling a Daniel. I remember getting kicked out of here a few times, and then Daniel holding the door open for me was nice. And yeah, that was probably the last possible try we had that day. I remember that being kind of scary. It wasn't that scary. It was just the doors might close on your face, and juggling, my main passion. I remember we made that spot. I actually went underground that place, and there was like a homeless guy living there, and kicked it with him for a minute. That's a real spot in Pole Jam, Nose Manny. Took me a while. I was pretty stoked on getting that flat spot on that blunt sled. There's an art to whipping out the 16 mil, like, oh, this dude's got it pretty soon here. I remember getting some ooze on that one at the premiere, which I didn't really expect. You never know when they're coming, right? That was my switch pole jam phase, I think. Oh, I remember Danny Garcia was there that day, and he gave me a compliment. He said, wow, you get tricks easy. You can't have a me part without a kickflip grab, right? It's a fun trick. You guys shouldn't hate on it so much. Super basic line, but sometimes I like that more than too complex. That was really fun, skating in Australia with everyone. Yeah, I can't help but 360 off stuff. That's my favorite. There's the Nesser tricks. Amazing kickflip wall ride, and then just a banging nollie heel. Thanks, bud. Backstick flip, that took me a while. There was a homeless guy there too, I forget. I think he was in the ad for the video. 20% low battery and another text. This is not going good. Jack Sabac saw this and told me don't do hippie jump. But I did it anyway. Because I needed some lines. I couldn't ollie that high. This was fun. It was unhit at the time. I remember we woke up at like 8 in the morning for that one. I think Jeremy Ray did something over that. Maybe kickflip. Remember we put down Kitty later there because it was wet. Here's the spot that I first filmed with him. And we decided to do the part after that. Just the lovely spots of Vernon, now the town in True Detective. Half cab to street cap, that was pretty cool. I guess that's where Tony Montgomery lives, all right. I remember Reese Forbes was here during that. I was just stoked to skate around with him. Remember that feeling good. A lot of bumps to bars. I like being able to ollie higher than I normally do. Remember that being pretty rewarding that day. Remember Acosta shot that and told me I don't think I'm going to get that round. Oh, this was actually a TransWorld cover somehow. Sometimes it's about aesthetics, folks. I've never really done a heel flip varial in a part. That's cool. I was kind of mad about this tic tac, but I'm okay with it now. Here's the trick I was talking about. Oh yeah, I remember that night. Yeah, that happened the day before the premiere. Remember we got kicked out pretty hard. And then what are you gonna do for the end? You're just gonna back three off something, of course. So I picked Library Gap, which is a smooth, fun gap skate. There you have it. All right, you guys just listened to me banter about all that cool skating I did for the Let's Do This part. I'm gonna wrap it up. We're in Portland, I gotta go. Important phone call here. So we'll check you guys out later. Anyway, Ron, tell me about those things again. Yeah, good, good. Sell, bye.